Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It is Halloween. Hope you guys be safe out there if you are going to be going to any parties or anything like that, which is a Tuesday. A lot of people got to go to work the next day, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But anywho, this video is particularly about my workshop, my acting workshop that I took this weekend. It was amazing. It started October 27th through the 29th, which was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it was for TSAW, which is Tasha Smith's acting workshop. For those of you who don't know who Tasha Smith is, she plays Angela in the Why Did I Get Married, and she was married to Marcus. Or she, was the Angela character for the For Better or Worse TV series. But let me just tell you, it was very powerful. It was amazing. I didn't think she would be her real life personality would be similar to Angela, but it is. Like, she's real down to earth. She's very personal with her students. She's not stuck up. She's not sedity. She's just Tasha. Very respectable. She's just amazing. I will say I learned a lot in her class. She actually, the first day we did different exercises and stuff like that. She uses the Ivana Chubbuck technique. And, you have the 12 steps and everything like that. So we had to go through some different exercises, to get us prepped and everything like that. So then the next day we had to prepare a 2 to 3 minute monologue for her. So now my head I'm already like, oh my God, Tasha, I have to sit here and perform a monologue in front of her. So for me, I always write my own monologues anytime I have to audition. I don't really like preparing monologues from other people because I don't know, I just like creating my own. I'm a writer. I just like writing my own things. So I prepared my own monologue, and I was so nervous performing it. So I had everybody was asking questions in the class about, what should my monologue this or my monologue that. So I raised my hand and I was like, well, is it okay if we create our own monologues? And she's like, well, I don't know. I don't think so because, you guys aren't writers. And she's looking me dead in my eyes saying this. And she's like, you guys aren't writers. And she was like, you can create a monologue and it won't have a beginning, a middle, or an end. So then she's like, are you a writer? And I'm like, yes. And she was like, does it have a beginning, a middle, and an end? And I'm like, yes. So, she started pulling what they did is because it was over like 100 people in the class, we had to do raffle tickets. So they gave everybody a raffle ticket, So the next day, this is the first day that all this was happening. So the next day we had to perform our monologues. So I had wrote my monologue probably that Tuesday. So I had from Tuesday to Saturday to have, my monologue, up to par. So it was so funny because when I was practicing it before I took her class and got all the teachings and everything like that, it was a different space. But then after I learned everything that she taught me, it was time to go on. So she pulled 5 at a time. So she called the first person's raffle ticket number. She called the second person's raffle ticket number. She called the third person's raffle ticket number, the fourth person's raffle ticket number. Then she called the fifth one. I was number 5. Number 5 out of like 100 people to go perform a monologue in front of her. So I was like, oh Lord, this is the moment of truth. So, the first person gets up there and, she's critiquing everybody. And I mean, she's not holding back. Like, if you wasn't good, she gonna tell you. Not in a disrespectful way, but more of a way to let you know, like, this is what you need to do this, and this to get to where you need to go. Or your craft is okay, but you need to do this, and this. Or, So it was my turn. So I got up there. I used the tools and the techniques that she gave me the day before on Friday. And, closed my eyes, found my zone, and I looked at my zone, which, mind you, my zone was, like, up here, and then she was, like, right here. So got in my mode. It probably took me like 30 seconds to get into character. So then I got into character and I performed my monologue. After I finished, mind you, I don't even see anybody in the room because I'm in the zone and I'm not even, I don't see anybody. So after I finish, I hear this big round of applause from everybody in the class. And then I sit down and I'm looking at her ready to give me the critique. Now my heart is racing. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Because she just finished, the person before me, she just got finished telling them, like, basically, like, you need to do this, this, that, and fifth. And, you know, it was all right, but da-da-da-da. So I'm like, oh, Lord, what is she going to tell me about mine? What do I need to do? Whatever. Then she's just looking. And she's smiling. And she's like, that was amazing. My heart fell through my booty cheeks. Like, I didn't know. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't move. It was just crazy for Tasha Smith to tell me that my monologue was amazing. Then she had asked me, she was like, what was your objective? So I told her my objective was to get my power back from the person I was speaking with in my monologue. And she was like, you know what? I believed it. I believed it. She was like, I see that you used the tools and the techniques that I gave you. And she was like, this was just absolutely amazing. You did such a great job. And, you know, everybody was just clapping. And she was just like, yes, yes, yes. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I can't move. I'm kind of stunned. She's talking to me. And I'm just like, you know, shaking my head, like with all the feedback and everything that she's giving me. She told me the only thing that she would have done, and I'm going to post a video at the end of this video so you guys could see my monologue, but she told me the only thing was that I started out too high. What I should have done was ease my way up to everything at I think it was my first 2 lines. But other than that, she was like, and that's not even a critique. That's more of just like to give you like a direction. She was like, but great job. Hats off to you. And me being me, you know, and she's Tasha Smith, I'm like, wow. That tells me that, you know, my writing skills are worthy. Like, you know, I don't have to wonder if it's any good because I have somebody who's an A-lister in Hollywood working side by side with Tyler Perry, Tasha, like everybody, and she's on Empire, like you name it. So I'm like, okay, well, if my credibility with her is up here, like who knows where my writing could take me, you know what I'm saying? And I do have a book that I wrote. I have to clean it up a bit, but I'm like, you know what? Sky is the limit. That taught me a whole lot. So I'm going to continue using the Ivana Chubbuck technique because is really amazing. And I'm also going to get the book because I feel great about myself. And then, like, you know, so basically the second and the third day, of course, every day we would come in, we would do our warm-ups and stuff like that. We get paired with our partners. Well, you just pick a random person that you're standing next to. And then, you know, you just start doing the exercises that she gave you. But it was pretty cool, you know. She really interacted with everybody. She didn't make you feel like, yeah, I'm Tasha Smith, respect me. Like, no, it was none of that. It was literally, I felt like I was hanging out with somebody that I knew forever. And it's like, it was almost to the point where I don't even want nobody else to teach me anything but her because she was that good. And the class was supposed to be from 10 to 4, but she took her time, and we started out from 10 o'clock that morning, and sometimes we didn't get out of there till like 5:30. So she went beyond and overboard, giving us extra time for the class, you know. So I was just like, you know, she took her time with everybody. She enjoyed everybody. And she just made, you know, she was honest. There were some people she had to let know a few things because they thought they knew more than she did. And, you know, she says that, you know, when you go into an audition room, they can tell if you're using any type of technique. They can tell if you're nervous. They can tell a whole bunch of things that, you know, to the seeing eye, we might not be able to tell right off the bat. But it's like she called out a few people because, you know, they didn't really apply anything, and she was just, you know, trying to let them know, like, hey, I can tell you're not doing this, this, and this. And they would go back and forth with her like, yes, I am doing this. And she's like, you're not. you're trying to tell me, convince me, but I know for a fact, like, I've been doing this for 26 years, you're not. So it's just like, if you're going to come to somebody's class, don't sit there and try to tell them what you are doing or trying to convince them what you are doing. It's like you came to a class to learn from someone. So learn. Take in what they're telling you and apply it. And that's what I'm going to do. From this day forward, I would never look at a script the same. It's like I used to get a script, learn my lines, and then perform it. I didn't really learn my lines. Like, I got into character, but I don't know. It was like when I looked, and I have a whole bunch of people even telling me, like, you've grown so much from the last time I saw you. So when I got into character for this specific role, monologue, it was different. It was really, 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 really different. And I'm just glad that I took this class, and I hope that I can take more of her classes, because it was just amazing. And the fact that she had producers come and casting directors come, and then, we were able to leave our headshots and resumes with her, is also another great thing. So you just never know what can come out of it. And I was just saying too, I met this other girl, we were both like, you know what, even if I don't, get called from her or anybody that she knows, I could walk away knowing that I've learned something great. Like, my technique and my my talent, she calls it an instrument. My instrument has grown and will continue to grow, and I can't wait to take another TSAW class. It was amazing. I recommend it to everybody. Like, it was a dope experience. And then she was even nice enough. Now, we're overtime. This is Sunday. We're supposed to be out of there at 4 o'clock. We didn't get out of there till about 6 o'clock that night, because after she, allowed us all to take selfies with her, to take a picture. Mind you, she has to go to Toronto Monday morning to film something, but she's sitting there taking her time with us to interact with us and to allow us to take pictures with her and everything. Like, she's very humble, and you don't find too many people like that in Hollywood. And I will say, Tasha Smith, I thank you for this class. I thank you for being the kind-hearted, respectable, honest person that you were. Like, I enjoyed it. I give your class an A+++. I would definitely take it again. For those of you who are interested, TSAW, try it out. 10 years. I gave you 10 years of my fucking life. Do you really think I'm gonna let you leave me that easy? Hell would freeze over if I ever give you that satisfaction. I did everything for you. You made me go as even low as aborting my baby. And this is how you repay me? All the years of lies. Degraded me. Making me feel like I wasn't worth nothing. Infidelity. And you want to throw me away?